Now on CoastTV News.
It's a wet and foggy start across Delmarva with 4 rounds of showers and storms to come, along with summer-like 80s tomorrow. Your forecast details coming up next.
Suspects seized in Delaware State shooting. We have the latest development to a shocking situation that took place there at Delaware State last month.
Tests after tragedy, what scientists hope to discover after the expected death of the large whale that beached itself in Delaware.
Renewable requests. We look at the solar farms like these that are being reviewed today in Sussex County.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Paige Marley. It's Tuesday, May 7th, 2024.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, about a half hour ago, we had a story about Lego Star Wars and your favorite character, Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, he was there. He's going to be a little Lego.
Yeah. Well,
it's so cute.
I have so many little Jar Jar Legos in my house.
Do you really?
Yeah. My boys, they love Jar Jar and they love Star Wars Legos. And
wow.
I would say at least 20 randomly in the carpets.
Yeah.
You step on them.
And it hurts.
It hurts.
You get it. My brothers have Star Wars Legos. I don't think they have Jar Jar. I've never seen him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That is so cute. Well, good to know. I have to go buy myself a set of Star Wars Legos, but not before we check it with Bob.
I could get you one for Christmas.
That's true, too. For free. Just go through your carpet.
Yes,
pick them up.
You're right.
But yeah, I won't complain.
Use Jar Jar.
Perfect. All right, let's bring in Bob right now. Take a look at the forecast. Bob, before you tell us the forecast, who's your favorite Star Wars character?
I have a couple. I guess R2-D2. I like her. And then what's the most recent one? BB-8, the little orange guy. Yeah. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, those guys. They're cute. And anyway, not so cute is the fog we have out there this morning. We had a half mile in Georgetown and Ocean City in fog. It's improving a little bit. 3/4 of a mile in Ocean City, 1.25 miles in Georgetown, 8 miles in Salisbury. So you're good here, but farther north into Delaware, down along the coast, that's where we have some of the thicker fog. As we saw some of the rain move through overnight, certainly good to see that. And we still have some showers out there right now. Not so much Sussex County, but to the south and to the east, as we're looking at maybe a little shower near Selbyville, but more concentrated showers near Snow Hill and Newark, just east of Salisbury right now, and then near Quantico, and then stretching up to Cambridge and American Corner, you have some showers as well. So hopefully these showers lift that fog a little bit as we're watching this system moving through. And temperatures are in the low to mid 60s. It's mild, it's kind of still out there, and muggy with very light winds. Here's your UV index today. Right now it's a 0, but when the sun comes out, it'll be high. It'll be a 6. Hat sunglasses, sunscreen, 25-minute burn time, and we're in that high to very high range. As we go through the next several days, we're in that very high range Wednesday, and then by Saturday up to a 9. Higher SPF, midday shade, limited time outdoors, and avoid the sun from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at that time.
Bob, thank you so much. We have an update this morning on the shooting death of 18-year-old Kamei De Silva last month at Delaware State University. According to Dover police, 2 people have been arrested and charged with first-degree murder. 20-year-old Desiree Jones and 18-year-old Damian Hinson. Both of Dover, they were taken into custody on May 2nd. Police say the 2 are also being charged with attempted murder of 2 men on campus. Jones was in Brooklyn, New York, and is awaiting extradition to Delaware. Hinson, now at Sussex Correctional Institution, on cash bail exceeding $3 million.
DelDOT ramping up the final phase of a years-long project. The area we're focusing on is in the Lewis area at Robinsonville and Angola Road. And according to DelDOT, the plan is to close the road so they can work on several parts of this project, including repaving the roads, utility work, and road realignments. This time of year, it is key for keeping the project on track.
It has to take place during the warmer months. It's not work that can be put off until the winter because you can't pour concrete and asphalt during the colder months. We need a warmer ground temperature.
And once Robinsonville Road closes down, it's going to stay that way until August. DelDOT says Phase 1 of the Highway Safety Improvement Project will include these updates. So let's break this down for you. It includes pavement, widening to extend right and left turn lanes on all intersections, realigning Robinsonville Road to Route 24, and improvements including bike lanes, bus stops, sidewalks, crosswalks, and also some upgrades to lighting and drainage.
Volunteers spent Monday cutting up the 50-foot body of the fin whale that washed up on shore Sunday that eventually died. The Mayor Institute, which handles strandings like this, says the whale was very sick, and because it was so big, tragically, they had to wait for nature to take its course.
We did come prepared to try to euthanize it, but that takes about 2 hours to actually happen, and we didn't have a good window where we would safely be on land. It's very dangerous to stand behind a whale that weighs tens and tens of tons because it could roll on top of us.
And the whale will be buried and naturally decompose. Samples were taken from the dead whale. Mayor says those tests will be done to determine what led the whale to get so sick and eventually die.
In the middle of what has been an alarming spike in overdoses in Sussex County, the nonprofit organization Attack Addiction has now launched a campaign. It's called We've Got You. And the goal of the initiative is to connect people struggling with substance abuse with vital resources and support. Some of the components include Narcan training, medication disposal, and more.
This morning, a Milford man is facing charges after Delaware State Police say he was arrested for his 6th DUI. Troopers say 59-year-old David Gillespie of Milford crashed a Jeep into a mailbox and a utility pole on Cedar Creek Road. This was near Heritage Road in Lincoln Sunday afternoon. The agency saying the driver was found walking away on Cedar Creek Road. He has been committed to Sussex Correctional Institution on more than $12,000 cash bond.
Happening this afternoon, the next step to increasing solar energy in southern Delaware. The Sussex County Council expected to review six requests related to that type of alternative energy. 2 proposals have been submitted by Con Ed in Delmar, one on Castwright Drive, the other on Hastings Road. Those had a public hearing in December. A third Delmar site is being pushed by Sunrise Solar. This would be at R&R Lane. Taylor Mill Road in Georgetown had its public hearing last October. And earlier this year, council deferred a decision on Elk Development Seaford sites. The O'Neills Road and Harlier Lane proposals, they are back up for review.
Happening today in Selbyville, the intersection of Route 113 and Hosier Street will be shut down. There will also be closures near the intersection of 113 and the Mason-Dixon Shopping Center. DelDOT says crews will be installing new stop-and-go traffic signals, and that work will last through mid-July.
Also happening today in the Dover area, Little Creek, there will be closures for crews to create an all-way stop intersection at Port Mahan Road. That includes new stop signs, warning signs, flashing lights, and pavement markings. They will all be added, and the closures will last through early June.
Milton Town Council moving forward with a proposal that would add 4-way stops to multiple intersections. This includes the intersection of Chestnut Street and Atlantic Street. We're showing you that area on that map. They've also approved a 4-way stop at Federal, Wharton, and Mulberry. But an important point of clarification here, it's not the final word on the intersection projects. DelDOT still has to weigh in before anything else can be finalized.
Today marks 7 months since the October 7 brutal attacks on Israel from the Gaza-based terrorist organization Hamas. Horrific scenes from that day included Hamas beheading Israeli civilians, putting babies in ovens and killing them by turning on the heat, committing sexual atrocities and kidnappings.
Yeah, and after months of negotiations, Hamas's political wing accepted a tentative ceasefire deal Monday, though Israel says it's not the agreed-upon framework negotiated with mediators because it does not include the release of hostages. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us how close officials could be to a ceasefire deal.
Israel pressing forward on its military operation in Rafah. The IDF says it conducted a precise counterterrorism operation in eastern Rafah.
We cannot and we will not speak for IDF operations, but we've made clear our views about operations in Rafah that could potentially put more than 1 million innocent people at greater risk.
The White House says it's monitoring Israel's military operation. At the same time, the Biden administration continues to push for a ceasefire and is reviewing the current deal. This after hopes of a pause in the fighting shattered when Israel declared the deal Hamas accepted was far from Israel's demands.
There has been a significant offer on the table. The ball has been in Hamas's court.
We want to get these hostages out. We want to get a ceasefire in place for 6 weeks. We want to increase humanitarian assistance.
The fighting overseas and nationwide protests of the war continue. During a Holocaust remembrance ceremony today, President Biden will deliver a speech denouncing anti-Semitism.
There is no place on any campus or anywhere for anti-Semitism. There is no place for hate speech or threats of violence against the Jewish people.
He will also honor the 6 million Jewish people killed in the Holocaust. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
And we're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News today.
Yeah, coming up, Rehoboth Beach manager mayhem. We'll tell you what the city is discussing after its choice for a new city manager. That man was met with some opposition.
Also, Fenwick Town Council benches the idea of adding benches on various streets. We'll tell you why one council member says there is support for the idea.
And a new report shows Social Security may run out if the government doesn't make changes, and we'll tell you how much longer officials say the support could last. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Looking for fitness that fits your budget? Join Planet Fitness now through May 10th. Save big when you join the judgment-free zone for just $1 down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. That's right. We've dropped our enrollment fee to just $1, so it's easy to start getting that big fitness energy. Never intimidating. Always free fitness training, equipment for every workout, and most clubs open 24 hours, so you can get in, get energized, and get going. Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Hurry. Deal ends Friday, May 10th.
Every day, Washington politicians let the border crisis continue and do nothing. They fail the American people. Open border Democrats and status quo Republicans are both to blame. We need common sense leaders with the guts to get it done.
Typical D.C. politicians play politics instead of solving the problem. As governor, we fought sanctuary cities. Enough is enough. Secure the border immediately. I'm Larry Hogan, and I approve this message. In the Senate, I'll fight to keep our communities safe.
When you take a chance, chance can take you to unexpected places. Whoa. BetRivers Online Casino. Feel the rush.
The internet's not what it used to be. With MediaCom, you'll be living and working with new technology.
Welcome to the most unreal reality.
MediaCom's supercharged platform will power a new era of business, speed the creation of new technologies, redefine the rules, and revolutionize everyday living. The biggest thing to happen to the internet?
Since the invention of the internet.
It's happening. Get ready. Anything is possible.
Exactly 6:12 on this foggy, murky Tuesday morning. Boardwalk Plaza Cam hardly can see down the boardwalk too much. 63 there, so you're socked in with the fog along the coast. 3/4 of a mile in Ocean City, now up to 2 in Georgetown. So it looks like the fog could be lifting a little bit, and we've got some showers building in, and that will help to lift it maybe even more. We're seeing more of those showers from Del Mar down to Snow Hill, Whiteburg, as well over towards areas west of Salisbury, and a pretty good area of showers across the eastern shore right now. And those will be moving into Delaware as we go into the morning hours. So keep your umbrella handy with temperatures in the low to mid 60s right now. And it is mild and muggy, and on the golf course, not so good. In fact, I left the putt well short in the not so good range because it's wet, it's mild, muggy, could be buggy as well, with scattered showers and a high of only 75 today.
All right, thanks, Bob. Developing news in the governor's race in Delaware. State Republican Chair Julianne Murray has decided against running for this office. In a statement released Monday, Murray emphasized the importance of consolidating party efforts. This change of heart comes after Representative State House Minority Leader, Republican Mike Ramone, declared his intention to run for governor. A GOP spokesperson previously told Coast TV that Murray would enter the race this week. We now know the name of the man who died in a crash in Greenwood Sunday morning. Delaware State Police say 65-year-old Arnold Hawkinsmith of Felton was driving an SUV on Greenwood Road. This was north of Tomahawk Branch when he went off the road and hit several trees before rolling over. Troopers confirmed that the driver was not wearing his seatbelt properly, and unfortunately, police say Hawkinsmith died at the scene.
A new report shows Social Security may run out if the U.S. government doesn't make any changes. According to the Entitlement Program's trustees' annual report, if Congress doesn't act fast to address the pending shortfalls, there will be even fewer options. The report says the combined Social Security trust funds are exhausted and expected to be exhausted in 2035. Meanwhile, Medicare funds, those are expected to be able to cover scheduled inpatient hospital benefits until 2036. All right, if you're a snacker, listen to this. Food and Drug Administration says Hormel Foods has recalled Planters peanuts and the mixed nuts. It's due to some possible contamination with bacteria that causes listeria. The 2 recalled products are 4-ounce packages of honey roasted peanuts and cans of lightly salted mixed nuts. The peanuts have a best if used by date of April 11th, 2025. The mixed nuts have a best if used by date April 5th of 2026. So if you find those, throw them out. All right, still ahead this morning, Potomac Island Town Council benching the idea of benches on various streets. We'll tell you why that vote may not have been complete.
And a pretty cool view on the Tyndall's Casual Furniture cam in the foreground, looking clear, but in the distance, we have the fog, we have the clouds, we have showers as well, so a little bit of everything. And I think we'll see a little bit of sun as well today, and it will be muggy with more rounds of showers on the way and even some storms by Thursday. But before then, 80s for tomorrow, then a cool down. I'll have your active forecast coming up in 2 minutes.
NBC News Daily. Weekdays at 1 on Coast TV.
Make no mistake, America is being invaded. Biden's open border is flooding our cities with violent criminals and deadly drugs. Democrats put American families last, kicking our kids out of school to house illegals. The invasion must end. I'm Robin Ficker, and I approve this message. I'm running for Senate to secure the border. I'll stand with Trump, finish the wall, and deport criminal illegals to save our country.
16 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
Whatever your struggle, there's hope. Call Homes for Hope to schedule your same-day appointment.
The weather is brought to you by Spicer Brothers Construction. Born here to serve here.
Are you dreaming of the perfect outdoor space where you can relax and entertain? Look no further than Delmarva's most trusted partner, Spicer Brothers. We pride ourselves on superior craftsmanship and only use the finest materials to create beautiful, durable decks. From classic wooden decks to low-maintenance PVC materials, we have the perfect solution for you. And right now, get a free Green Mountain Grill with your new deck. Plus, enjoy 0% financing with no payments and no interest for 18 months. Spicer Brothers, turning homeowners' dreams into reality for over 20 years.
Time is 6:17, and we are showing you the live scene in Rehoboth Beach. Fog, it's become our weather story this morning, Bob, and we're seeing evidence of it right there off the boardwalk.
Yeah, man. Visibility there about, I think an eighth of a mile, maybe max. So pretty thick along the coast, extending into parts of Delaware and then down the coast into Ocean City. Now, not as thick as earlier, at least at the official observation sites. 3/4 of a mile in Ocean City, 2 miles in Georgetown, but that can fluctuate too. So be careful out there. Use the low beam headlights. It looks like 9 miles in Salisbury. So you're in a little pocket where it's much better, far southwest Delaware into northern Maryland. So just be careful out there as we are in a very muggy air mass. We're in this the next few days. Here's a muggy meter, muggy to humid as we go into Thursday. And then we have a cold front that will dry us out as we go into the upcoming weekend. And we're looking at temperatures now that are mild in the low to mid 60s from Salisbury to Seaford, Milton 65, Bethany Beach 62, and Rehoboth 63. And the winds are very light. So that'll be the case through the morning hours. And here's a radar replay. We had that big batch of rain move through last night, got a little break, and now more showers across the area from Seaford down into the Delmar area, just west of Laurel, Sharptown, Federalsburg. We're seeing showers there into Maryland, Libertytown, Newark, and then Snow Hill, seeing some showers. Showers knocking on your door in Salisbury, and then for the eastern shore, somewhere around Cambridge and Federalsburg, a big blob of rain about to move into Delaware. So grab the umbrella out the door. The real heavy rain has moved offshore with low pressure developing here. A little trough is kicking off those showers this morning. This model's overdoing the rain, but we have the showers moving through and more scattered showers as we go through the morning hours. By 12:30, we're in the 50s and 60s along the coast, but lower 70s inland. A few peaks of sun, and I think we do get into the mid-70s for some of us into the afternoon, especially if you see a little bit of sunshine. Otherwise, we're looking at some clouds and a few showers. Then I think we start to clear things out as we go into the evening, but that's not good because with all the available moisture hanging around, we could see more fog developing late tonight into Wednesday morning. And then speaking of Wednesday morning, could see a few showers at that time, and then the fog and clouds burn off to very warm conditions. Look at this, by 2 p.m. tomorrow, we're talking 85 in Delmar, Millsboro 86, Ellendale 85. The relief is along the coast with 60s and 70s, but this will be short-lived because we have a big cool down coming as we go towards the end of the week. As we go into Thursday, see this big area of showers and storms coming our way. Some of these storms could be on the strong side later Thursday and Thursday night, and then a cooler northwest flow builds in, but still kind of wet with more showers heading into Friday. So between now and Friday, could see about a half inch to about an inch of rain across much of the area. So it's a good rain. We're seeing some breaks, so we're not looking at flooding conditions, but a good soaking as we go through the next several days. Paul Day of a 7-day forecast, mid-70s showers today, 85 Wednesday, and then 78 with storms on Thursday. Some of those could be strong, and then 60s beginning Friday into the weekend. Rain chances Friday, dry Saturday, more rain Sunday, and then by Monday, mostly sunny and 70 degrees.
All right, thanks, Bob. Commemorative benches could get another chance in Fenwick Island. Town Council previously voted 3-2 against these benches. 2 council members weren't present during that vote, so there's some hope there's a chance to bring them back on board. The benches with plaques would have cost about $1,200. Their proposed placement was along Bunting Avenue on Dagsboro Street, Georgetown Street, James Street, and Lewis Street. The 3 council members who opposed it said they were against the benches in parking lots for safety and traffic concerns. Council member Janice Bortner says a lot of people have come to her to express their disappointment with this decision.
A large percentage of our population is older. And I think it's something for quality. It's a quality of life issue. People love to walk on Bunting. It's a health issue. People need to get out and walk, and it's a way that people engage with other people in the community.
And Bortner says in order to revisit this issue, 1 council member who voted against the commemorative benches needs to second her motion to place it back on a future agenda for discussion.
Coming up next on Coast TV News Today, the construction of the new Rehoboth Beach Patrol Station continues. We're telling you how workers are building around a recent setback. We'll be right back.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism, somewhere to smile about.
Social Security and Medicare aren't just handed to us.
We've earned them. Hour by hour. Day by day.
Paycheck by paycheck.
They aren't plans. They're a promise. Made to every American. Every American.
And we're not going to let anyone
break it.
Break it.
Break it.
Neither will I.
And you can consider that a promise, too. David Trone will stand up to Republicans looking to strip the safety net seniors depend on. And there's no backing down.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
Treat yourself to a culinary journey like no other at Benvenuto. Delaware Today named Benvenuto as a 2023 Best of Delaware Dining and Event Restaurant, where the perfect fusion of comfort, exquisite flavors, and a captivating atmosphere awaits you. Our passion for exceptional cuisine shines through every dish as we artfully combine international flavors and fresh, locally sourced ingredients. With stunning spaces and a private room for special occasions, our breathtaking Tuscan design sets the stage for an unforgettable dining experience. Benvenuto Restaurant in Milford.
On Wednesday, May 15th, vote for your favorite chef at the 10th anniversary celebration Top Chef of the Culinary Coast event to benefit Meals on Wheels Lewis Rehoboth. The fun begins at 6 p.m. at Ivy and Dewey Beach, when you'll enjoy live music and feast on the area's best culinary creations and local spirits. Get your tickets online at mealsonwheelslr.org or call Meals on Wheels at 302-645-7449.
After setbacks, construction on the Rehoboth Beach Patrol building has resumed. The city says the construction team has had to address issues like a hard patch of soil. A large crane was actually brought in last week to speed up the process of driving piles into the ground, and that crane made 17 holes for the piles. The city says 14 of the holes passed, but 3 failed during that work, and they're looking into seeing if they can dig out of the failed areas.
The Rehoboth Beach City Commissioners addressed some updates to the city charter concerning the qualifications for the role of city manager. During the meeting, the public debated over the hiring of the new city manager, Taylor Tedder. Tedder's unanimous appointment has sparked some discussion on requirements for the position as outlined in the city's charter. So while the appointment was met with optimism from some, it also faced criticism from local people there. Tedder is expected to start his position as Rehoboth Beach City Manager on May 15th.
First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey joins us again. We're talking beaches and bay, and it just might be just a small window where we're not having to deal with yucky weather, Bob.
Yeah.
I think it is a small window, but I think there could be times of sun, especially into the afternoon, guys. But this morning, we're dealing with the fog and some of that rain along the coast right now. Fenwick Island, Ocean City, yeah, you've got the showers, 60s this morning, and that fog. Take it slow. Only in the mid-60s in Ocean City today. A little bit of sun later. More sun in Fenwick Island. That gets you into the low 70s there. Then up the coast, we're looking at Lewis into the upper 60s with sunshine and mid to upper 60s for Rehoboth as well. Waves around 2 to 4 feet. UV index is high for Cambridge the next 3 days. Showery today, warm tomorrow, 85, and some stronger storms on Thursday, 78 with Crisfield. Dry the next couple of days, 83 tomorrow, and you're also looking at storms on Thursday with 70s. It cools down after that. The weekend looking kind of coolish and some showers. I'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you. Also coming up after the break, some continued road work on Route 24. We'll be rerouting drivers during the busy season. We're telling you IDelDOT says the construction is better now rather than later.
And 2 men have been arrested in the shooting death that happened here at Delaware State University. We'll tell you what police are saying about the suspects. CoastTV News Today. We'll be right back.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH First Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up. And use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
No strangers here, just friends you've not met yet. With an outside patio and inside charm, Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Milton is a local's favorite on the banks of the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Lewis, gorgeous views, free parking, and the best happy hour at the beach, with room for everyone. And for a truly special event, go no further than the Lewis Room at Irish Eyes. The panoramic views, in-house chef, and professional team will make it easy to plan your next event. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
Are you tired of contractors not showing up on time or not even returning your call? And why are you still waiting for an estimate? Maybe it's because the sales consultant they sent isn't really qualified to make a proper quote, only to find out the contractor isn't even licensed? That's why thousands of homeowners and businesses trust Delmarva's original crawl space experts. At DryTech, we're certified, trained, licensed, and insured. So your crawl space problem gets solved, guaranteed. Call DryTech today for a free assessment.
I potentially be dead is the reality of it. I mean, fentanyl kills a lot of people. I heard about Addiction Medical Facility from another company, and I came in here, no judgment, no stigma. It was, you need help, let's help you. What do you need? They have intensive outpatient. Hey, it's a little more intense. You can see your counselor a little more. They've shown nothing but love. Now here I am. I started a grooming business. If I didn't start recovery, it could have looked very different for me. And you just have to remember there's always hope, and I feel like Addiction Medical Facility is the place for that.
Now on CoastTV News.
It's a wet and foggy start across Delmarva this morning, and the showers continue to move on through. Watch out for low visibility, and we've got more storms to come as well, an unsettled pattern, even summer-like 80s as we head into tomorrow. Then a cool down. Forecast details coming up next.
Wrapping up road work, we take a look at a big project in the Lewis area, and is it still on schedule?
Charging ahead in Maryland, what has led to a recent increase in electric vehicles in the state.
Moving forward on stopping, steps taken by the town of Milton to eliminate some confusion for drivers.
This is Coast TV News Today.
May 7th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us, everyone. I'm Paige Marley.
6:29 as we make our way on this Tuesday morning. We had some rain earlier, and now say hello to the fog.
Exactly. Yeah, we just can't win today, so maybe a nice sweater. Be cozy today.
Is this one of those, you're going to be at home with your soup and your blanket?
I wish. I'm supposed to be working out
okay.
more. But in my mind, I'll be soup and blanket and all that good stuff.
Kudos for the workout, though.
You know, I'm getting married, so I don't even know what this is, but I think I'm trying to show off my muscles. You could see how well I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to try to stay motivated today, but it's hard to do, Bob, especially with the weather you've graced us with.
Well, it wasn't my fault that it's foggy and dreary and kind of wet out there this morning. But, you know, it is kind of murky for sure. Our visibilities are low, but it looks like they're improving. It was as low as a half mile in Georgetown, now 2 miles in fog, 3/4 of a mile in Ocean City. So Ocean City, up the coast, all the beaches, and then inland, central, and northern part of Sussex County, that's where the fog is thickest this morning. So use those low beam headlights and be careful out there. We continue to see the showers moving on through. They started last night and they continue this morning. We're seeing them moving into Seaford and Delmar and now Georgetown, seeing some rain, and hopefully this rain will lift the fog. Sometimes that'll happen if the rain is heavy enough. And then into Maryland, we're also seeing a scattering of showers here back into the Salisbury area, and then into the eastern shore. You're also seeing some showers around Federalsburg, Trapp, Cambridge, as well towards Taylor's Island. So the showers are out there. Low beam headlights and umbrella and raincoat, you need those for sure. Heavier rain is offshore. We have low pressure developing offshore, but still a little bit of unsettled weather, a trough over the top of us, kicking off those showers. We've got low to mid 60s out the door and the light winds conducive for that fog. So today's checklist, you need the umbrella, you need the raincoat, and use the low beam headlights. Makes a big difference in the fog. Also pack the sunscreen. I think we'll see some sun later. Always good to have a hot cup of coffee to go, and make sure you have your sunglasses as well.
Thank you, Bob. We do have an update this morning on the shooting death of 18-year-old Kamei De Silva last month on the Delaware State University campus. According to Dover police, 2 people have been arrested and charged with first-degree murder. 20-year-old Destry Jones and 18-year-old Damian Hinson, both of Dover. They were taken into custody on May 2nd. Police say the 2 are also being charged with the attempted murder of 2 men on campus. Jones was in Brooklyn, New York. He's awaiting extradition to Delaware. Hinson is now at Sussex Correctional Institution on cash bail exceeding $3 million.
Construction on this stretch of Route 24 going to reroute drivers all summer long. Robinsonville Road was supposed to close down Monday. The work is now scheduled to start next week on the 12th.
DelDOT says when it's all done, you'll see a lot of new additions to the Route 24 area, and Coast TV's Charles Reinert shows us what changes are coming down the road.
Roads closed, or at least it will be soon. DelDOT plans to close down Robinsonville Road from its intersection at Route 24 to Conley's Chapel Road.
You know, each passing month, it just seems like there's more traffic out there, so wanting to get these improvements done as quickly as possible.
The agency plans to widen Robinsonville Road, add sidewalks and crosswalks, and repave the road. And DelDOT says it's that repaving portion of the project that is dictating when they do this work.
This work is it has to take place during the warmer months. It's not work that can be put off until the winter because you can't pour concrete and asphalt during the colder months. We need a warmer ground temperature.
This job is the final phase of a 5-part plan to improve Route 24, all to make one of our coast's busiest highways easier to drive through. And with all these cones on 24, it seems like DelDOT is one step closer to a finished product. And once Robinsonville Road here does close down, it will stay that way until August. But that won't be the end of the construction here, as you'll continue to see crews out here working on the roads until December. I'm Charles Reinert on Route 24, Coast TV News.
And this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We're asking, what is your opinion on DelDOT's infrastructure projects? What went up in our last hour is that last option, needed sooner. Now 85% of you are voting for that. Just 7% say it's a waste of money. 8% of you say they are necessary upgrades. We want to hear from you. So go to coasttv.com/vote or vote on our mobile app. Milton Town Council moving forward with a proposal that would add 4-way stops to multiple intersections. That includes the intersection of Chestnut Street and Atlantic Street. You can see that area on this map. They've also approved a 4-way stop at Federal, Wharton, and Mulberry. But we have an important point of clarification here. This is not the final word on the intersection projects. DelDOT still has to weigh in before anything can be finalized.
In the middle of what has been an alarming spike in overdoses in Sussex County, the nonprofit organization Attack Addiction has launched a campaign. It is called We've Got You, and the goal is to the initiative is to connect people struggling with substance use with vital resources and support, and some of the components include Narcan training, medication disposal, and more.
A Wacomico man is facing charges this morning after Maryland State Police say he was arrested and charged with the murder of his own mother. 48-year-old Jeremy Gentry has been charged with first and second-degree murder, first and second-degree assault, and more. And according to police, 68-year-old Beatrice K. Gentry's mother was found unconscious in a bathtub. This was just before 9 p.m. on Sunday. It was at a home in Fruitland. Police say emergency crews pronounced her dead at the scene, and further investigation led police to Gentry, and that investigation still ongoing.
Yeah, we've got more news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Still coming up, car seat care. We have free car seat checks in Sussex County, and we're telling you where you can catch the next one.
Also, tussle for Bayside Conference title, the back-and-forth game, and Stephen Decatur's attempt to bring home a crown in girls high school lacrosse.
And a return to the stands. We're telling you when you can start to see lifeguards in South Bethany. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
In 2019, two visionaries banded together behind a restaurant to create the ultimate pizza, starting from scratch, just like our dough. At the Dough Bar, everything is a season for a reason. From our gourmet specialty pizzas to our signature sandwiches and mouth-watering entrees, we use high-quality ingredients for a freshness you'll crave. Enjoy our specialty cocktails with 16 craft brews on tap, or toast your own s'mores tableside by the water. Order online or visit the Dough Bar, Milton, Delaware's hidden gem.
You've come a long way, Peninsula Bath. Sure has been fun.
Are you the bath guy?
Can you take out the trash?
Do you do lawns?
Listen, Linda, listen.
You should have called Peninsula Bath.
Khakis?
Share with us your favorite Linda memory, and you'll get 2024 off your next bathroom remodel with Peninsula Bath.
Mercy, that's a great deal.
Thank you, Delmarva, for a great year.
Are you struggling to lose weight? Do you want to live a healthier and more empowered life? Whether it's been a lifelong struggle or you're new to weight loss, we can help you get the results you're looking for. At Tidal Health, we offer a comprehensive and customized approach to weight loss that includes surgical and medical options. Our team of dedicated professionals is committed to making sure you have the knowledge and support to reach your goals and get on the path to wellness. To learn how you can reach your goal weight, visit tidalhealth.org/loseweight today.
The most incredible shopping on the beach, Blooming Boutique. Fashion, jewelry, and accessories as cool as an ocean breeze. You'll love this place. We put a smile on your face. You'll love this place. It's Blooming Boutique. Fashion, jewelry, accessories, and
visit Blooming Boutique with 4 convenient locations, 2 in downtown Lewis, Longneck, and Milford.
Coming up on 6:38 on this, murky Tuesday morning. I'm trying to regress. Tidal Health Cam in Seaford showing the foggy conditions right now. Quarter mile in Ocean City, very foggy there and very foggy up the coast. 2 miles in Georgetown, 9 miles in Salisbury. So big contrast there. We are watching showers moving in right now and spreading across southern Delaware. So maybe that will tend to lift the fog, but we're seeing the rain, I should say, Georgetown, Seaford, Laurel, and then stretching back towards the eastern shore of Maryland right now, and then towards the Chesapeake Bay. today, and also some showers into the Maryland area as we see this whole pocket of showers moving through. The heaviest rain is now offshore as temperatures are mild in the low to mid 60s. So pack your umbrella, pack your patience, and we've got light winds and not the best day on the golf course today as we are looking at a putt not so good. 75, mild and muggy with scattered showers out there. Call the Coast TV First Alert weather phone. 443-880-9100 is the number. Your forecast is a call away. Sponsored by Baird, Mendalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Thank you. Keeping your kids safe, that's the name of the game at the Delaware Office of Highway Safety. And in partnership with Safe Kids Delaware, recently they hosted a free car seat check in our area. The purpose of this event is to ensure car seats are properly installed so children ride safely. Kyle Marvel, a certified technician for 4 years who recently renewed his certification, explains the importance of bringing this event to the community and his ongoing commitment to community safety.
I think a lot of people in the area may not understand all that goes into proper installation, and without that knowledge, and it not being installed properly can result in injury to that child passenger. The more we can get that information out to the public, the more children will be in an appropriately adjusted car seat and will be safer on the roads.
And if you couldn't make that event, don't worry, you can visit our website, coasttv.com, and you'll learn how to schedule a free inspection of your car.
Georgetown Elementary School has received national recognition. The Indian River School District says the school is being recognized for commitment to empowering students by Project Lead the Way. Georgetown Elementary has been named a distinguished school for STEM curriculum and career readiness.
Maryland now has more than 100,000 registered electric cars. It's a 59% increase since 2022. Maryland's Transportation Secretary has emphasized the state's leadership in zero-emission vehicle adoption, pointing to expanded infrastructure, accessing clean transportation, and initiatives like the National Electric Infrastructure Program. The Transportation Secretary also pointing to state and federal tax credits and rebates.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Stephen Decatur girls lacrosse aim to end QAC's reign at the top of the conference for the last 3 seasons. In the first quarter, Ava Kinyard with the spin move fires and scores. Decatur takes the 1-0 lead. 2 minutes later, RJ Enser passes it behind the net to Kaisa Hicks. Back to Enser, who finishes it off, tying things at 1. With 15 seconds left in the first, the spin move and shot by Bailey Pinder puts the Lions up 2-1. In the second, Sadie Kaufman with the free position finish for the Seahawks, game tied at 2. Less than a minute later, the Lions respond. Pinder finds Riley Klepler. QAC back on top 3-2. Then Decatur freshman Kennedy Kirby makes her own move and slams it in. It's tied at 3. Under a minute before half, Enser takes advantage of the free position shot. QAC back in front 4-3. Then the ensuing faceoff leads to Kaufman taking matters into her own hands behind the net and through 2 defenders. Her second goal ties the game at 4 at half. In the third, a free position for Kaufman is trouble. Her hat trick puts Decatur ahead 5-4. 3 minutes later, fast break for Kaufman, and she can't be stopped. She makes it 6-4 Decatur on her 4th goal of the day, but the Lions aren't done. A free position for Enser. She bounces it home for the hat trick. It's a 1-goal game. In the 4th, it's Pinder to Enser. Her 4th goal for QAC. We're knotted up at 6. Under 4 minutes left. This time, it's Enser to Pinder for the go-ahead goal. QAC wins their 4th consecutive Bayside title in comeback fashion, 7-6 over Decatur. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day.
We have your first look at the new Man of Steel and the animated return of a Star Wars icon. Rick Damigella has more in the Hollywood Minute.
The new Superman suit is revealed. Director James Gunn released the first photo of David Corenswet in costume on the set of the upcoming Superman film. Fans will get to see the latest Man of Steel in action when the movie hits theaters in 2025.
Misa going to hurt you, sir.
Jar Jar Binks is back. The polarizing Star Wars character returns to the universe in the upcoming animated special, Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy. The 4-part event debuts on Disney Plus in September.
The nominations for Best Film presented by Sony Pictures Entertainment are...
The finalists for the Easter Seals Disability Film Challenge have been announced. This is a look at the 4 finalists for Best Film chosen from 135 global submissions. The event honors short films that promote disability inclusion. The winners will be announced May 9th. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damagella.
Celebrities arrived at the Metropolitan Museum of Art last night in New York for 2024's Met Gala. This year's gala donned the dress code Garden of Time, as guests put their creative twists on their attire, bringing out unique colors and outfits. The gala's theme was Sleeping Beauty's reawakening fashion. Some notable co-chairs for the Met Gala this time included Zendaya, Jennifer Lopez, there she is, Bad Bunny, and Chris Hemsworth. They all dressed to the nines for the very special yearly event. Here's what's coming up today at 4 on Coast Life. The Met Gala was last night, and we are hearing from you about all your favorite and not so favorite looks from the carpet. And Mother's Day is almost here. If you're a last-minute shopper, don't worry. We have the perfect one-stop shop to get everything Mom wants and needs. All that and more today at 4 on Coast Life.
We're seeing a lot of fog out there this morning. Boardwalk Plaza, Cam, visibility is pretty low, so coastal areas and even inland areas seeing that fog. Use a low beam headlights this morning. It does dry out a little bit later today. Some sun is possible. We've got a summer-like day tomorrow with 80s and then more rain and storms and a cool down, an active weather pattern. I'll talk about it coming up in 2 minutes.
Take your favorite radio station with you wherever you go. Download free today. Bay to Beach Builders is celebrating 20 years of helping families on Delmarva turn their dreams into reality. As one of the highest-rated home builders in the nation, we pride ourselves on offering the best home building experience. Choose from our award-winning home designs, or we can customize a plan that's tailored to your lifestyle. With Amish-built homes starting in the low 200s, we have a home for every stage of life and every budget. Start your journey by visiting one of our 2 convenient locations, or learn more at baytobeachbuilders.com.
The Subaru car has been an awesome change. It is definitely something that's reliable, safe. Gateway Subaru had what I was looking for. The dealership was just wonderful to deal with. Gateway really nailed it and you didn't feel pressured. They were more compassionate, willing to work with you. So Gateway provided me with the cross-check that I needed and I'm very comfortable with. Walked out with the keys in the car the same day and it's been running beautifully. And I love my Subaru.
A wet crawl space is a lurking hazard, inviting mold, rot, and structural worries. The answer is Brazier's Crawl Space Encapsulation. Our specialist tailors the solution to your exact crawl space. Our expert team cleans and upgrades your crawl space into a pristine, protected environment, and we only use April Air dehumidifiers, reliable and robust, complete with a 5-year warranty. Take the first step to a drier, safer home. Call Brazier's or visit our website. Your peace of mind is just one call away.
Weather brought to you by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, dedicated to excellence in Delaware and Maryland.
At Coastal Comfort, we know there's no place like home. That's why we're committed to ensuring total comfort for a totally happy home. As a premier Carrier factory authorized dealer, we're dedicated to providing reliable service and the best savings. Like now, through the end of May, with purchase of a qualified Carrier system, you can instantly receive up to $1,900 off. You could also qualify for up to $2,000 in federal tax credit. Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Time is now 6:47 on your Tuesday. Let's take a live look right now at Seaford. See if the sun is not there. Well, you guys see these live cams at the same time Bob and I do. We always get our hopes up, and this was a letdown today, Bob.
Yeah, no sunrise, no beautiful sunrise at the beach this morning, Paige. Lots of fog, clouds, and showers out there. Maybe tomorrow, but even tomorrow we could see a foggy start. We've seen a lot of fog this morning from coastal Maryland right up through Delaware, inland Sussex County as well. 2 miles in fog in Georgetown right now. We were as low as a half mile earlier, now down to a 1/4 mile in Ocean City. So in this white area, make sure you're using your low beam headlights. But look at Salisbury, nice little donut hole here, 9 miles visibility. possibility as it has cleared out there a little bit. And temperatures are mild right now in the low to mid 60s. So pretty mild and pretty murky out there. The humidity is high. The winds are calm. And we have more showers moving in. And sometimes if the showers are heavy enough, it tends to lift the fog. So let's hope that's the case as we go through this morning, as more showers are overspreading Sussex County from Bridgeville to Georgetown, even towards Dewey Beach and Hollymount, Bryan Store, Laurel, Sharptown, seeing the showers as well, and farther south into Gumboro, Millsboro, Frankfort, a few showers there. Also into the eastern shore, seeing the showers, and a smattering of showers around Salisbury and down the coast towards Chincoteague as well. But we're seeing the back edge of this activity west of D.C. right now. We're seeing some breaks out here near Virginia and Maryland. So I think some of that drier air pushes in a little bit later on. Here's Futurecast at 8 a.m. with some of those showers moving through. We have the clouds, and the fog could hang on really much in the morning. By noon, we're in the 60s and low 70s. Lots of clouds, still some showers into the afternoon. I think we will get into the mid 70s in some areas with the sunshine. It does clear out this evening, but with all that available moisture, I think we have the fog again late tonight into Wednesday morning. So watch out for that. We're looking at 50s and low 60s as we go into your Wednesday morning, and we could see some showers around 6 a.m. And then we start to get rid of the clouds and fog, and the winds turn out of the south, and it really warms up into Wednesday afternoon. Wow, 84 Salisbury, 86 Millsboro and Milton, 87 in Long Neck. So one day of summer-like warmth, a little cooler at the beaches, very warm into Wednesday evening, and then big changes on Thursday. Clouds, showers, and storms into Thursday evening. Some of these could be on the strong side, and then we get into a cooler flow on Friday, and it doesn't dry out necessarily. I think we could be looking at more showers on Friday. So we've been seeing a good rain regime the last several days, and this is the latest run of the rain we could see the next several days. Last run had about a half inch to about an inch of rain. This one's backed off a lot, so these models do this sometimes, but I think we could see maybe a half inch to an inch of rain between now and Friday. Paul Davis 7-day forecast has us kind of wet today, 75, 85 on Wednesday. Stormy on Thursday, upper 70s, dropping 10 degrees into the upper 60s Friday with showers. And the weekend's cool with mid-60s, dry Saturday, and some showers on Sunday.
Thanks, Bob. The Georgetown municipal election happening this Saturday, and the town says Wednesday, tomorrow, last day to register to vote. Current incumbent mayor Bill West is being challenged by Angela Townsend. The election will take place from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.
South Bethany Beach Patrol returns to the stands May 25th. The town says lifeguards will be on duty weekdays from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. And then on weekends, they'll be there till 5:30. That's through Labor Day weekend. Beach Patrol's reminding you, just please respect the beach rules. Make sure everyone has a safe and enjoyable summer.
In Ocean View, the town is preparing to release property tax statements for homeowners. Fiscal year 2025 tax statements will be mailed on or around June 1st. The property taxes, they can be paid through August 31st without a penalty, or you can get a 1% discount if you pay it by July 31st. Payments can be made online or through cash and check sent to Town Hall. And if you do live in Ocean View and you do not receive a tax statement by June 15th, you're advised to contact the town's tax office.
It's now 6:51 this morning. Let's check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet of the day, you got this unique fellow on your screen. That is Guinness, an adorable munchkin breed who loves to sit on his hind legs. His name is more than appropriate, Paige, because he's stout.
Funny.
I think we can see some of that right there.
Yeah.
This cute cat was submitted to us by Elizabeth in Fenwick Island.
He's adorable. I wonder if he walks that way or just
that'd be funny.
Stands that way. It would be. We want to keep seeing your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos. Tell us what makes your pet special.
You can scan the QR code. It's at the top of your screen. That way you can submit your furry friends to Coast TV News and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
I never know if I've seen a cat pose like that before. Baby's waiting for a treat. Who knows? We're looking at lots of clouds, some fog, some rain. Tyndall's Casual Furniture Camp looking pretty gloomy right now. Temperatures in the 60s. So it's going to be a muggy day with some showers and fog. And as we go through time, we're going to have summer-like warmth tomorrow, storms Thursday, and then a cool down into the weekend. A lot to talk about. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up next.
Welcome to Bella Terra, where something new is always in bloom. Explore our 20 greenhouses filled with thousands of plants, from exotic tropicals to beloved natives. Our knowledgeable staff with over 50 years of experience are here to help you take your garden to the next level. Conveniently located off Route 16 between Milton and Ellendale, Bellaterra is your destination for fun-filled gardening adventures. Check us out on our website and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. See you soon at Bellaterra Landscapes and Garden Center.
Every day, Washington politicians let the border crisis continue and do nothing. They fail the American people. Open border Democrats and status quo Republicans are both to blame. We need common sense leaders with the guts to get it done.
Typical D.C. politicians play politics instead of solving the problem. As governor, we fought sanctuary cities. Enough is enough. Secure the border immediately. I'm Larry Hogan, and I approve this message. In the Senate, I'll fight to keep our communities safe.
For a great shopping experience, Furniture Gallery is the place to pick up one-of-a-kind signature finds to complete your home decor. Come explore our selection of handcrafted furniture and get all the supplies you need for your own DIY projects. And through the doors is Shore Marketplace, where you'll find the most unique local shops at the beach. With over 40 local artisans, Shore Marketplace is truly a local connection you cannot afford to miss. And next door you'll find Scrub Apparel outlets. All this under one roof with easy access off Coastal Highway North.
Pulling up to a great-looking home is nice. Curb appeal is important. But here on the coast, even more important is dock appeal. At T&G Builders, if you can dream it, we can create it. For uncompromising quality, contact T&G Builders to design and build your coastal dream home. Over 30 years of integrity, empathy, and love. T&G Builders, the sign of quality. Visit us online at tg-builders.com.
Bright yellow dandelions, a clear signal that the time for prevention is now, for crabgrass and clover are soon to follow. Hillside Lawn Service has been making lawns around the Chesapeake healthier and weed-free for over 30 years. They don't mow it, they grow it. Hillside certified agronomists test your soil, apply exactly what it needs and nothing it doesn't. Their high-efficiency formulas help protect our waterways. Switch to Hillside now and get $25 off their annual maintenance program. Call Hillside Lawn Service for your free assessment.
It's 6:54. It's time for some things you need to know before you go. We have an update this morning on the death of 18-year-old Kamei De Silva last month at Delaware State University campus. According to Dover police, 2 people have been arrested and charged with first-degree murder. It's 20-year-old Destry Jones and 18-year-old Damian Hinson, both of Dover. They were taken into custody May 2nd. Police say the 2 are also being charged with the attempted murder of 2 men on campus.
Volunteers spent Monday cutting up the 50-foot body of a fin whale that washed up on shore Sunday in Delaware and eventually died. The Mare Institute, which handles strandings like this, say the 50-foot whale was very sick, and because it was so big, tragically, they had to wait for nature to take its course. The whale will be buried and naturally decomposed. Samples were taken from the dead whale, and the Mare Institute says tests will be done to determine what led the whale to be so sick and eventually die.
DelDOT's ramping up the final phase of a years-long project. The area that we're focusing on, the Lewis area, Robinsonville Road and Angola Road. According to DelDOT, the plan is to close the road so they can work on several parts of the project, including repaving the roads, utility work, and road realignment. Once Robinsonville Road closes, however, it'll stay that way until August. Today's the perfect day to give an apple to your favorite teacher.
All right, it is National Teacher Appreciation Day.
It is. Former First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt championed National Teacher Day back in 1953 as a way to honor teachers.
And meanwhile, the National Parent Teacher Association established the entire first full week of May as National Teacher Appreciation Week.
They deserve more than a week. I don't know how they do it.
And more than one apple.
That's true, too. A lot of apples. All right, it is 6:56. Let's take a quick look at your forecast before you head out the door.
Yeah, I got one final check with First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey on a foggy start to our Tuesday.
Yeah, so it's only an apple you can give to your teacher, not like an orange or anything like that? Okay, just an apple. Nice, shiny apple. All right, visibility out the door. Use the low beam headlights, 2.5 miles in Georgetown, but pretty thick along the beaches. And that fog should lift here the next few hours, but we have showers moving through as well. You need the umbrella. Could see a few peaks of sun today and highs into the mid-70s, feeling a little warmer with the mugginess. Paul Davis, 10-day forecast. Taste of summer Wednesday, 85. Storms Thursday, 78 degrees. And then cooling down Friday into the weekend. Some showers Friday, dry Saturday. Mid-60s there, 67 with showers Sunday. We finally string together 3 nice days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week as it warms up, and some more showers by Thursday.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. And thank you all for joining us on Coast TV News Today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
Of course, we'll be back with Coast TV Midday at 11, so stick around.
And for even more news and coverage you can count on, go ahead and download our Coast TV News and weather apps. Have a great Tuesday morning, everybody.